What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. We are brought to you by FanArc and Brandon Bean, man. I think it's time to just stay away from the media. Just stay away. Go do some work. Go try to make a deal. You opening your mouth saying again with this bullshit about the budget, about, well, if we could get teams to eat this salary, then we could bring them in and da. That's your job, my guy. That's why you're paid. So every time I hear you come out and bitch about the budget and how you don't have cap space, you did that to yourself. This isn't a byproduct of anybody else, buddy. You have done that to yourself. You pay Dawson Knox an exorbitant amount of money that he does not deserve. You pay Curtis Samuel an exorbitant amount of money that he does not deserve. You're spending money so fucking dumb. But if you get criticized, holy shit, it's not your fault. Again, I'm very curious to what it is you actually do. Because you can't get a budget right. The gaslighting is unreal coming out of the front office in Buffalo. Saying you had the best offer on the table for an AFC East wide receiver, which I'm assuming is Waddle. Then why didn't they take it? Don't bullshit me. How do you honestly even know if you had the best offer? You reached out to a couple of guys. It is getting insane, the amount of crap that comes out of Bean's mouth every time he opens it. This man is just digging himself a grave to never be a GM in this league again after this year. Because what's the story going to be when you bust again in the draft and you can't bring in a wide receiver? Is that going to be Joe Brady's fault? Do your job. Figure out how to get guys to take a pay cut. Did you ever notice how Brady would take pay cuts in New England to surround himself with talent? How do you think they got Randy Moss? Do you even approach these guys and say, "Hey, if this team really wants a Super Bowl, we got to have a couple guys take a little bit off. We got to go out and get a George Pickens or a Justin Jefferson." But you're not even willing to have those tough talks. What do you think? These players are just going to come to you and be like, "Hey, I'll take a pay cut to bring in somebody"? No. This guy seems absolutely clueless, man. And I just don't get it. Oh, you're so close with Josh, and take a pay cut. You want a Super Bowl that bad, take a pay cut to be allowed to bring in more help. Tom Brady did it. Seemed to work quite well for him. I just don't get it. The excuses are running out quick in Buffalo. That's why Bean needs to just shut up, do his job, and talk to the media after he drafts and goes through free agency. You're not going to add any value opening your mouth right now. And I don't understand why your PR team thinks you are. You're just digging yourself deeper. Because again, when you swing and miss this year on this year's draft, and again, strike out in free agency, where are you going to put the blame? Where are you going to put the blame? Because I know from experience, you're going to try to put it somewhere other than yourself. I have not once said, since all of this has happened, have heard you take any sort of accountability. Nothing. It was the coach's fault on drafting people. They weren't the coaches you wanted in there in the first place. Well, it seems like at least one of them was, huh? So again, every time you open your mouth, you sound like an idiot. Tell your PR team to lock you in your office and come out when the draft and free agency is over with. Again, you are adding no value by opening your mouth. And we'll see if you can even muster the balls to go get somebody like George Pickens, who's just going to get franchise tagged this year. Cowboys are not going to offer him a contract this year. They cannot do it. You could find the money. Top 5 wide receiver in the league. You can have him. Will you go get him? I really highly doubt it. Because you do not know how to talk to the players to convince them to take pay cuts to win a Super Bowl. The locker room was in such a mess. Everybody's crying and blubbering all over the place because they want that Super Bowl. Put your money where your mouth is. Go get Pickens. The rest of the team should be screaming for somebody like him or a Justin Jefferson. But again, I don't think we will do it. I don't think Bean knows how to navigate these waters. He's proven it. And he proved it to he told you. He just told you. He put a quote unquote best offer on a table for most likely Jalen Waddle, and that was rejected. If his best offers are getting snuffed at, is he good at his job? I can't be the only one that sees it this way. I just know I can't. Because if they do not go and get a number 1 wide receiver, this team is chalked. Absolutely chalked. And the gaslighting needs to stop coming out of Buffalo from the front office. It is embarrassing. It looks pedestrian. And that was it for today's Bills Latest, folks. Again, we are brought to you by FanArc. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Again, it helps us out so much. And again, we appreciate everybody for watching and listening. Thank you guys so much.